Sunlight dances through turquoise water, painting the coral kingdom in hues of vibrant life.
Ariel, her sunset-colored hair flowing, darts through the water, a playful spirit in a mermaid's form. She chases a school of shimmering fish, their scales catching the light like scattered jewels. Ariel's laughter echoes softly, a melody amidst the colorful coral and pearl structures. Sunlight filters into Ariel's grotto, illuminating a trove of human artifacts, each piece whispering tales of a world unknown. Flounder, eyes wide with innocent wonder, flits through the shimmering space, a silent observer to Ariel's fascination. Ariel delicately lifts a tarnished silver fork, its prongs catching the light, transforming it into an object of intrigue. She turns the fork over in her hands, her expression a mixture of curiosity and longing, lost in the mysteries it holds. The grotto, filled with treasures and secrets, becomes a stage for Ariel's dreams, where the human world is always within reach. Sunlight barely penetrates the depths, casting eerie shadows across the sunken galleon as Ariel swims through. Her vibrant red hair flows as she explores the decaying ship, curiosity sparkling in her eyes. Swirling dust motes dance in the filtered light, illuminating the ghostly remains of human lives. Ariel picks up a fork, turning it over in her hands with innocent wonder. Scuttle's voice echoes, filled with quirky confidence. A dingle hopper. Humans use these little beauties to straighten their hair. A twist here, a twirl there, and voila. You've got an aesthetically pleasing dew, he declares. A tempestuous night descends upon the ocean, its darkness punctuated by flashes of lightning. Monstrous waves rise and crash, dwarfing a lone ship caught in their merciless grip. See, the ship is tossed violently, a plaything in the ocean's rage. A lightning flash reveals a handsome prince, battling to maintain his grip on the storm-lashed railing. He strains against the elements, his face illuminated by the stark, fleeting light. Each wave threatens to engulf him, a solitary figure against the ocean's overwhelming power. Under the cloak of night, the ship is torn asunder, splintering into 1,000 pieces against the unforgiving sky. Amidst the chaos, the prince is violently hurled into the churning, dark sea, swallowed by the waves. The cold water envelops him, a desperate struggle against the relentless pull of the ocean. Lost in the immensity of the sea, he is but a speck against the crushing power of nature. Under the moonlit sky, Ariel strains, dragging the prince's lifeless form onto the beach. His clothes heavy with seawater, Ariel kneels beside him, her delicate fingers brushing the wet hair from his pale face. A haunting melody rises from her lips, each note a desperate plea against the silent night. Her voice, a beacon of hope, echoes across the still, moonlit shoreline. Sunlight streams into Ariel's grotto, illuminating her collection of human treasures. Ariel sits, lost in dreams, her gaze fixed on the small statue of Prince Eric.
Her eyes sparkle with longing as she traces the statue's delicate fetus.
The grotto is silent save for the distant sound of waves, a haven for a mermaid's yearning heart. The entrance to Ursula's lair, a gaping maw on the cliffside promising darkness and secrets. Eels writhe in the shadows, their sinuous bodies a living curtain obscuring the depths of the cave. Ariel, scales shimmering, pauses at the threshold, her eyes reflecting a mix of fear and resolve. The air hangs heavy with the stench of brine and something ancient, something wicked. She steps forward, a solitary figure venturing into the heart of the unknown. In Ursula's dimly lit lair, shadows dance as she gestures with her tentacles. Bubbles rise ominously from a bubbling cauldron, filling the air with a strange, salty scent. Ursula presents a shimmering contract to Ariel, a dangerous bargain shimmering in the dim light. "I am offering you a deal, my dear." Ursula's voice echoes, a tempting promise hanging in the air. Her eyes gleam with cunning as she clarifies the terms. Human legs for 3 days. A beat. Ursula reveals the price. "In exchange, I simply require your voice." At the lair's entrance, Ariel hesitates, the dim light casting long shadows that dance around her. Her eyes, wide with a mix of fear and excitement, reflect the daunting path ahead. A longing for the human world flickers within her, a beacon in the encroaching darkness. The desire to explore the unknown pulls at her, overriding the instinctive fear. Ariel's resolve hardens, her features firming with determination. She nods, a silent promise to embrace the human world, whatever the cost. In her lair, Ursula's malevolent cackle echoes as her tentacles writhe with dark energy, her eyes gleaming with wicked delight. Deep purple magic swirls menacingly, tendrils of dark energy snaking out, ready to ensnare their victim. Ariel is enveloped by the vortex of Ursula's magic, a helpless figure caught in the swirling darkness. The lair pulses with dark power as Ursula's magic tightens its grip, promising a dire fate for the young mermaid. Ariel is washed ashore, sprawled helplessly on the golden sand. The sun beats down on her, highlighting her vulnerable human form. She tries to speak, but no sound comes out. Frustration clouds her eyes as she realizes her voice is gone. Ariel looks out at the vast ocean, a silent, stranded figure. Bathed in sunlight, Prince Eric walks along the golden beach, the vast ocean stretching before him. His gaze is drawn to a mysterious figure in the distance, a silhouette against the shimmering water. He approaches cautiously, his curiosity piqued by the unknown person lying near the shore. As he gets closer, Eric recognizes her. It's Ariel, her form radiant against the sand. Her ethereal beauty captivates him, an otherworldly allure that pulls him in. He pauses, mesmerized, as if drawn by an irresistible force toward the enigmatic mermaid. The prince gestures grandly as he leads Ariel into the castle, a realm of stone and shadow awaiting its newest guest. Ariel steps across the threshold, her eyes wide with childlike wonder, taking in the unfamiliar sight. Her gaze sweeps across the vast hall, taking in tapestries, statues, and the silent echoes of history. Every corner of the castle seems to whisper stories, a stark contrast to the ocean's fluid embrace. Sunlight dapples the manicured hedges of the castle gardens, creating a haven of warmth and light. Ariel, radiant in a simple gown, fills the air with soft laughter as she wanders through the garden. The prince walks beside her, their eyes meeting in stolen glances that speak volumes. An unspoken attraction lingers between them as they continue their stroll. Their fingers dance close, a tantalizing near touch adding to the romantic tension. Flickering candlelight dances across the grand dining hall, casting long shadows on the stone walls. Ariel, her fiery red hair illuminated, sits across from the prince, her unease palpable. She fidgets, her eyes darting around the opulent hall, searching for an escape. The weight of unspoken words hangs heavy in the air between them. Ariel's hands tremble slightly as she gathers her courage. The prince watches her intently, his expression unreadable in the dim light. In the castle, Ursula, veiled as Vanessa, confronts her reflection, her gaze shimmering with dark ambition. She clutches the Nautilus shell necklace, its stolen magic throbbing with ominous power. As she lifts the shell, Ariel's captive voice writhes within, a haunting echo. A cruel smile twists Vanessa's lips as she revels in her deceitful triumph. Sunlight warms the castle courtyard, banners flutter and gardens bloom. Prince Charming, regal and beaming, stands tall on a raised platform. He holds Vanessa's hand, a picture of royal affection. "My loyal subjects, I have an important announcement," Prince Charming declares. "I intend to marry Vanessa," he announces, his voice ringing with joy. On the vast ocean surface, Scuttle flaps wildly, his beady eyes reflecting a frantic alarm. He bobs erratically on the waves, desperately trying to relay Ursula's insidious plan. Scuttle overhears Ursula's plan and alerts Ariel and Flounder. A narration reveals. The seagull's agitated cries echo across the water, a warning carried on the sea breeze. Against the towering stone of the castle, a desperate plan ignites in Ariel's eyes. Flounder's loyal heart beats fast, ready to plunge into the chaos. Scuttle squawks, his frantic energy mirroring the urgency of their mission. The unlikely trio launches their daring attack, a whirlwind against the castle walls. Their aim, to disrupt the wedding, a collision of love and desperate hope. Each heartbeat echoes with the weight of their fight. A symphony of courage. Chaos erupts in the castle courtyard as Ursula's disguise fails, revealing her true, menacing form to the horrified onlookers. A wave of terror washes over the crowd. Nobles recoil, their faces etched with fear as they scramble away from the sea witch. The vibrant courtyard, moments before filled with celebration, descends into disarray, reflecting the panic sweeping through the kingdom. Ariel and her companions stand defiant amidst the chaos, their expressions a mixture of determination and grim satisfaction. On the ocean's vast expanse, a fierce battle erupts, the waves mirroring the intensity of the clash. Ariel, her father, and Ursula are locked in combat, their determination etched against the bright sky. Tridents clash, their polished surfaces catching the sunlight as magical energy crackles around them. The sea churns, a tempest of water and power reflecting the high stakes of their confrontation. Each strike echoes with the fate of the Ocean Kingdom hanging precariously in the balance. Ursula, now wielding the trident, raises her arms, a dark silhouette against the vast, indifferent ocean. The sea churns restlessly, an ominous sign of the power she now commands. Dark clouds gather ominously, mirroring Ursula's malevolent intent as they blot out the sun. The once tranquil ocean transforms into a tempestuous battlefield, waves rising like monstrous claws. The trident glows with an eerie light, its power unleashed upon the unsuspecting sea. The ocean roars in defiance, a primal scream against Ursula's encroaching darkness. Sunlight streams into the ocean as Ariel swims, her determined gaze fixed on Ursula in the distance. Ariel propels herself forward, her movements reflecting her unwavering resolve. The depths of the ocean surround her, but Ariel remains focused on her distant target. Determination hardens Ariel's jaw as she closes in on Ursula, ready to confront her. Against the churning ocean, Ariel raises the trident in defiance. With a cry of pure resolve, she brings the trident down upon the rocks. The trident shatters, its power unleashed in a blinding flash. Ursula's dark magic dissipates. Banished by Ariel's courageous act, the ocean roars in approval, its shimmering blue restored. Bathed in sunlight, the prince stares at Ariel, a flicker of recognition igniting in his gaze. The ocean breeze whips around them as he begins to see beyond the surface. Ariel's radiant smile mirrors the ocean's shimmering surface, hopeful and bright. His eyes search hers, memories surfacing like treasures from the deep. The prince sees not a stranger, but his savior, the one who pulled him from the depths. Recognition dawns, erasing Ursula's dark magic with a wave of clarity and gratitude. Sunlight glints off the endless ocean, each wave a whisper against the shore. The scene is bathed in golden light. The prince gazes into Ariel's eyes, a silent confession hanging in the air between them. He leans closer, his shadow falling softly upon her face, a tender moment of truth. Their lips meet in a gentle kiss, a soft promise, binding their destinies together under the vast sky. Far out on the endless ocean, King Triton watches, his gaze fixed on the distant shore. From afar, he witnesses Ariel and Eric, their figures small against the vastness of the land. Ariel and Eric are filled with pure happiness, their laughter echoing faintly across the water. Triton's stern features soften as he observes the genuine love blossoming between them. A profound realization dawns on Triton, a gentle understanding washing over his face. Ariel's joy is paramount. Triton accepts her choice, his heart filled with bittersweet love. Against the vast ocean, King Triton raises his trident, commanding the swirling waters. He focuses his immense magic, the trident glowing with celestial power. A radiant beam of light erupts, enveloping Ariel in its transformative embrace. The ocean surface ripples, anticipating a profound metamorphosis. As the light subsides, Ariel emerges as a human, standing tall on the water's surface. A new chapter begins for Ariel, her dreams now within grasp. Bathed in golden sunlight, Ariel and the prince embrace on the beach, their figures outlined against the radiant sky. Gentle waves caress the shore, a soothing rhythm accompanying their tender reunion. Seagulls cry overhead, their calls echoing the freedom and joy that now fills the air. Their love, a beacon of hope, has overcome every obstacle, uniting them in a shared destiny. With newfound strength, they face the horizon, ready to embark on a future built on unwavering devotion. In their embrace, the promise of a brighter tomorrow dawns, sealing their eternal bond. Royal banners flutter proudly, heralding Ariel and the prince's wedding day. Servants bustle, transforming the castle grounds with vibrant floral arrangements. Elaborate tablecloths are adjusted with precision, promising a feast fit for royalty. Carriages line the courtyard, bearing elegantly dressed guests arriving for the grand celebration. The air buzzes with anticipation as the castle prepares to unite two worlds in joyous matrimony. A symphony of activity unfolds under the bright daylight, promising a magical wedding. Sunlight paints the castle chapel in vibrant hues through stained glass, illuminating a scene of joyous union. Ariel and the prince stand at the altar, hope and love shining in their eyes. The chapel brims with a vibrant tapestry of guests, humans and merfolk, a world united. Murmurs of anticipation fill the sacred space as the ceremony begins. Ariel and the prince exchange vows, their voices echoing with profound commitment. A promise of unity, love, and a new beginning hangs in the air. Ariel and the prince stand tall on the sunlit castle balcony, their radiant faces reflecting pure joy. They wave to the cheering crowds below, their gestures full of grace and happiness. The bright sun bathes the scene in a golden glow, amplifying the festive atmosphere. A sea of smiling faces looks back at them, celebrating their union in a vibrant display of unity. Sunlight filters through the water, illuminating the magnificent underwater kingdom. Coral castles gleam with vibrant colors, a testament to the kingdom's resilience. Joyful merfolk celebrate in the streets, their laughter echoing through the water. Banners of kelp wave gently, adorned with pearls that catch the light. A sense of hope permeates the air as the kingdom embraces a new dawn. Soft moonlight bathes the castle, casting long shadows from the arched windows, highlighting the ancient stone. Ariel and the prince stand in the gentle light, their figures close amidst the castle's silent grandeur. An unspoken understanding hangs in the air, a shared history binding them together. The weight of their experiences settles around them, palpable in the quiet, moonlit space. Dawn breaks, painting the sky in soft pink and gold as the sun rises. Ariel and the prince stand together on the beach, their figures silhouetted against the brightening horizon. Gentle waves whisper secrets as they caress the shore. The first light touches their faces, revealing hope. A new beginning unfolds with the rising sun. The sea promises a future of love and adventure. In the castle gardens, Ariel's eyes sparkle, her gestures animated as she speaks of underwater kingdoms. Sunlight filters through the canopy, casting dappled shadows across the manicured lawns. Prince Eric listens intently, utterly captivated by Ariel's vivid tales. Her words paint shimmering coral reefs and hidden grottos, sparking his imagination. Ariel's passion ignites the air between them, a shared dream taking root in the sunlit garden. Sunlight bathes the castle as Ariel sits surrounded by books, her eyes wide with a childlike wonder, absorbing the stories within. Ancient tomes lay open before her, revealing glimpses of human customs and lost traditions. A delicate teacup catches her attention, its porcelain surface reflecting the light as she turns it over in her hands. Her brow furrows in concentration as she carefully examines the artifact, lost in thought. Sunlight glints off the vast ocean as Ariel, a vision of aquatic grace, swims through the shimmering water. A vibrant coral reef bursts into view, teeming with life and color, a stark contrast to the open sea. King Triton, regal and imposing, stands amidst his daughters, their figures framed by the coral's splendor. Ariel approaches, her face radiant with joy as she nears her family, her eyes sparkling with anticipation. She rejoins her family, a wave of belonging washing over her as she blends seamlessly into their vibrant world. Starlight spills through grand windows, casting a soft glow as Ariel and the prince begin their waltz. Their movements are fluid, a dance of unspoken feelings unfolding under the watchful eyes of ancestral portraits. Ariel's laughter rings softly, mingling with the gentle strains of distant music. Their eyes meet, a silent acknowledgement of the deepening affection that blossoms between them. In this castle, they find themselves in an intimate dance, surrounded by their feelings. Sunlight warms the village as Ariel, face set with resolve, helps a villager mend his weathered fishing net. Prince Eric, sleeves rolled, strains alongside villagers, their combined effort focused on lifting a heavy, laden cart. The village square buzzes with collaborative energy, each villager a vital part of the collective endeavor. A shared spirit of unity shines as bright as the sun, binding Ariel, Eric, and the villagers together. Ariel and the prince venture into the vast ocean, sunlight sparkling on the undulating waves. They glide through coral reefs, their eyes wide with wonder at the vibrant marine life around them. Schools of colorful fish dart past, creating a kaleidoscope of motion and light. Playful dolphins leap and twirl in their wake, their joy echoing through the water. The prince laughs, utterly captivated by the breathtaking beauty of Ariel's underwater world. Sunlight floods the castle hall, illuminating Ariel and the prince as they sit on a plush bench. Ariel leans in, her voice soft with hope. Imagine a world where humans and merfolk live together, sharing stories and dreams. The prince, captivated, mirrors her hopeful gaze, whispering his dream of unity. A world without prejudice, where the land and sea are not divided but united in harmony, he says. Their faces glow with shared idealism. The sunlight accentuates the castle's quiet grandeur. On the beach, a bonfire crackles, painting the night with dancing shadows as Ariel and the prince sit close. Gentle waves whisper secrets to the shore, a soothing melody beneath the starry expanse. Above them, stars glitter like diamonds scattered across a velvet sky, mirroring the warmth of their hearts. In the firelight, their faces glow with newfound love, a perfect moment suspended in time. Sunlight floods the grand hall, illuminating Ariel and the prince as they prepare to greet the approaching dignitaries. Ambassadors from distant kingdoms approach, their rich attire a stark contrast to the castle's ancient stone. A hand-crafted banner is presented, its colors vibrant against the hall's muted tones, symbolizing unity. Gifts of goodwill, jeweled boxes and scrolls are offered, each a promise of alliance and shared prosperity. Ariel and the prince stand on the sun-kissed beach, the golden sand warm beneath their feet, gazing at the vast, sparkling ocean. Together, they open the container, preparing to release the rehabilitated sea creatures back into their ocean home. With a gentle push, the creatures are free, gliding into the shimmering blue depths, a testament to their care. The sea creatures joyfully swim away, disappearing into the endless blue, embracing their freedom. Ariel and the prince watch with hopeful smiles as life returns to the ocean, their hearts filled with joy and accomplishment. The castle's grand hall glows, transformed by the warm embrace of the fireplace, tapestries casting dancing shadows. Queen Ariel sits beside the prince on velvet cushions, a beacon of gentle regality amidst a group of eager children. Ariel holds a large, ornate storybook, its cover gleaming with untold tales and whispered promises. Tonight, we will read a tale of a young girl who dared to dream beyond the horizon, Ariel says, her voice soft. The prince adds, a story about believing in yourself, even when the world tells you it's impossible. The children's faces shine with anticipation, their eyes reflecting the promise of adventure and dreams about to unfold. Under the radiant sun, Ariel and the prince begin planting trees along the beach. They gently set each sapling into the yielding sand, a promise of renewal. Ariel smiles, her eyes reflecting the ocean's vastness and her deep commitment. The prince carefully covers the roots, ensuring each tree has a strong start. Sunlight bathes the coastline, highlighting their collaborative effort. Each planted tree stands as a symbol of their enduring love and environmental dedication. Sunlight floods the castle hall, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air.
Ariel, radiant in a shimmering gown, gestures animatedly.
Ariel and the prince oversee the final touches on their joint museum project. Display cases hold treasures from both their worlds, side by side. Intricate seashells gleam next to finely crafted swords. Banners depict underwater kingdoms and terrestrial landscapes, unified in peace. Bathed in the sun's golden glow, Ariel and the prince stand together as the day descends. Their hands intertwine, sealing a bond forged in dreams and trials. The sunset paints the horizon with fiery hues, mirroring the passion in their hearts. Gentle waves caress the shore, their rhythm a soothing symphony to a love fulfilled. The air is filled with the promise of forever, their silhouettes outlined against the vibrant sky.
Their love story, once a whispered dream, now solidifies into an unforgettable legend.